Command Sergeant Major Dennis Smith, Command Sergeant Major 1st Battalion 58th Infantry Regiment. Lieutenant Colonel Richard Timmons, Commander of 2nd Battalion 58th Infantry Regiment. First Sergeant Julio Arzuega, Command Sergeant Major of 2nd Battalion 58th Infantry Regiment. Battalion Commanders, Sergeant Majors, distinguished guests, friends and family members of Alpha Company, 2nd Battalion, 19th Infantry Regiment, Delta Company, 1st Battalion, 330th Infantry Regiment, and Bravo Company, 2nd Battalion, 58th Infantry Regiment. On behalf of Major General Michael Carter, Command Sergeant Major Earl Rice, and the United States Army Infantry Center, we welcome you to today's graduation ceremony. Thank you for taking the time and effort to share this great day with us. For nearly 234 years, the American infantryman has quietly gone about his duty that has taken him to the far corners of the earth, to historic battlefields, and many of the Earth's continents. He has stood steadfast on bloody battlefields within our own borders as well. He has been a force to be reckoned with, and in that regard, he won the Cold War without firing a shot, and he has preserved peace in far-reaching places like South Korea by his vigilant presence. When called upon, he has left the comfort of his family and endured the most demanding conditions of cold and heat, of dust and mud, of desert and jungle to fight our nation's wars. These young men in front of us today, all volunteers, have joined the Army and the infantry in a time of war. They have chosen to serve their nation at a time when they know full well that they may be deployed for a year or more to Iraq or Afghanistan by their Commander-in-Chief. Their service and that of those who went before and those who will come after had never before been recognized or preserved. On March 19, 2009, in order to tangibly link the commitment of today's soldiers with their legendary predecessors, this beautiful parade ground was seeded with soil that was taken from significant battles in our nation's major wars. On that date, a hero or descendant of a hero of these battles spread soil on the very place where your soldiers will walk. These battles include Yorktown, Antietam, Soissons, Normandy, Corregidor, Korea, LZ X-Ray, Iraq, and Afghanistan. When these young men march proudly past you in a few minutes, they will be literally walking on the ground fought for by their forefathers of infantry. This ceremony marks the culmination of months of long and arduous training, the results of which are the superb infantry soldiers who will soon stand before you, prepared to take their places in infantry units around the world. We are proud of their accomplishments. Ladies and gentlemen, please fix your eyes to the front. At this time, 2 infantry squads from Alpha Company, 2nd Battalion, 19th Infantry Regiment, Delta Company, 1st Battalion, 330th Infantry Regiment, and Bravo Company, 2nd Battalion, 58th Infantry Regiment, are in position on the parade field. We will now introduce you to the Infantry Rifle Squad. The infantryman has the most challenging job of any member of the armed forces. He carries the fight around the world. He is the standard bearer for all the armies in the world, leading by example in the fight to defend freedom and terror. With the increased firepower and lethality of today's weapons, every infantryman must be trained to learn tasks to keep our enemies on any battlefield. The infantryman graduates today are almost marching. They understand how to shoot, move, and communicate. They are adaptable warriors and can fight as mechanized swords from Strikers and Bradleys. The sky is airborne and airborne. This training is the basis for our elite special operations warriors. Most importantly, they are patriots who, in a time of war, raise their right hand and swear an oath to God and country to defend the Constitution of the United States against any enemy. If called upon to fight building to building in Baghdad or Fallujah, to clear the ridges of Mazar-e-Sharif or Jalalabad in Afghanistan, or to deliver aid and provide security in the Horn of Africa, these men make the difference in this global war on terror. Ladies and gentlemen, the Infantry Rifle Squad. The squad is led by a staff sergeant. He is armed with an M4 carbine. The M4 carbine is the latest evolution of the M16 family and is designed for use in vehicles and close quarters combat. The squad has 2 fire teams. Each fire team is led by a sergeant. He is also armed with an M4 carbine. This carbine is fully modular with an integrated receiver rail system that can mount the M6A close combat optic and infrared laser designator used to engage targets at night. Each team has one automatic rifleman. He is armed with an M249 squad automatic weapon. This is a squad and vehicle machine gun. It has a sustained rate of fire of 85 rounds per minute and weighs 17 pounds. Each fire team has one grenadier. He is armed with an M16A4 rifle and an M203 grenade launcher. It fires a variety of 40mm grenades to include high explosive, illumination, colored smoke, and buckshot. The M203 provides an invaluable indirect fire capability to the infantry squad. The remaining soldiers in each fire team are the riflemen. They are armed with an M4 carbine and the M136 AT4 anti-tank launcher. The AT4 fires an 84mm shaped charge capable of defeating up to 14 inches of rolled homogeneous steel and breaching bunkers or masonry walls in urban structures. The 60mm mortar squad consists of 3 soldiers. The squad is led by a staff sergeant. He is carrying the M64 sight unit. Each squad has a gunner. He is carrying